There's something fascinating about watching truly affluent individuals navigate their daily lives, and by the end of this exploration, you'll understand exactly why their approach to 6 specific behaviors creates such dramatically different outcomes compared to how most people operate. The wealthy elite possess a unique relationship with time that distinguishes them from the general population in remarkable ways. While average individuals rush through airports dragging oversized luggage and checking their phones frantically, members of high society move with deliberate precision through these same spaces. Their secret lies not in having more time, but in understanding that strategic pauses create opportunities for better decision-making. When faced with important conversations or complex choices, affluent individuals implement what behavioral experts call temporal spacing, allowing their minds to process information thoroughly before responding. This technique transforms ordinary interactions into moments of genuine consideration rather than reactive exchanges. Professional consultants working with Fortune 500 executives report that this deliberate pacing often leads to more favorable negotiations and stronger business relationships. The practice extends beyond boardrooms into personal relationships, where thoughtful responses replace impulsive reactions, creating deeper connections and reducing unnecessary conflicts. Implementation requires conscious effort initially, but research shows that incorporating brief pauses before major decisions can improve outcomes by up to 35%. Most people underestimate how this simple behavioral adjustment influences their perceived competence and social status in professional environments. If you're finding these elite behavior insights valuable, take a moment right now to subscribe and hit that notification bell, because we're just getting started with these exclusive psychology secrets, and subscribing today ensures you'll be the first to access our upcoming deep dives into how the ultra-wealthy think and operate. Now let's examine another fundamental difference in how the affluent approach material possessions compared to typical consumer behavior. Wealthy families have developed sophisticated purchasing strategies that prioritize longevity over immediate gratification or trendy acquisitions, while middle-class consumers often buy multiple inexpensive items that require frequent replacement. Elite buyers invest in fewer pieces that maintain their quality for decades. Fashion industry insiders reveal that authentic luxury consumers typically own wardrobes with less than 50 pieces, yet each item costs between $300 and $1,500. This approach creates a more refined aesthetic while actually reducing long-term expenses, as quality materials and superior craftsmanship eliminate the need for constant replacements. The psychological impact extends beyond economics, as owning fewer but better possessions creates a sense of intentionality that influences other life decisions. Studies from consumer psychology departments at prestigious universities demonstrate that individuals who adopt quality over quantity mindsets experience higher satisfaction levels and reduced decision fatigue. The practice applies to everything from kitchen appliances lasting 20 years instead of 3, to furniture that becomes family heirlooms rather than temporary solutions. Understanding this principle helps explain why wealthy individuals often appear more confident in their choices, as they've invested time researching and selecting items that truly serve their long-term needs. Moving forward, we need to address how physical environment management reflects and influences social status in ways most people never consider. Elite households maintain impeccable spaces not through excessive cleaning time, but through systematic organization that treats clutter as a form of mental pollution. Behavioral scientists studying affluent families discovered that consistent environmental maintenance creates psychological clarity that enhances decision-making capabilities throughout the day. The approach involves developing non-negotiable standards for living spaces, similar to how these individuals maintain personal hygiene or professional punctuality. Research indicates that organized environments reduce cortisol levels by up to 20%, explaining why wealthy individuals often appear more composed during stressful situations. The practice extends beyond aesthetics into functional efficiency, as knowing exactly where everything belongs eliminates time wasted searching for misplaced items. Interior designers working with high-net-worth clients report that these households typically implement 15-minute daily reset routines that maintain order without requiring extensive time investments. The psychological benefits compound over time, as living in organized spaces reinforces feelings of control and competence that influence other areas of life. Most importantly, maintained environments signal respect for one's surroundings and possessions, a value system that others recognize and respond to positively. Let's explore the sophisticated networking approaches that distinguish truly successful individuals from those merely trying to advance their careers. Affluent professionals understand that genuine relationship building requires curiosity about others rather than self-promotional conversations focused on personal achievements. Social anthropologists studying elite networking events found that successful attendees spend 70% of their time asking questions and only 30% sharing information about themselves. This approach creates meaningful connections based on mutual interest rather than transactional exchanges that leave both parties feeling used. The strategy involves maintaining contact through valuable information sharing, such as relevant articles or introductions that benefit the other person without expecting immediate reciprocation. Professional relationship managers working with ultra-high net worth individuals emphasize that authentic networking resembles gardening more than hunting, requiring patience and consistent attention. Elite networkers schedule regular check-ins with their contacts, treating relationship maintenance as seriously as they treat client meetings or family obligations. The investment pays significant dividends over time, as these individuals develop reputations for being genuinely helpful and well-connected within their industries. Most people focus on what they can gain from networking situations, while successful individuals concentrate on what value they can provide to others. This fundamental shift in perspective transforms networking from an uncomfortable necessity into an enjoyable opportunity for meaningful human connection. Next, we'll examine how the wealthy prioritize experience accumulation over material acquisition in ways that create lasting satisfaction and personal growth. High society individuals demonstrate clear preferences for memory creation over object collection, understanding that experiences provide deeper fulfillment than possessions. Psychological research from leading universities confirms that experiential purchases generate more sustained happiness than material purchases of equivalent value. This preference explains why affluent families invest heavily in travel, education, and cultural activities while maintaining relatively modest material possessions. The approach recognizes that experiences become more valuable over time through memory enhancement and storytelling, while objects typically depreciate in both value and emotional significance. Wealthy individuals often spend thousands on cooking classes, art workshops, or adventure travel while driving cars that are 5 to 10 years old. This prioritization creates rich personal narratives and diverse skill sets that contribute to more interesting personalities and broader perspectives on life. Experience-focused spending also tends to bring people together rather than isolate them, as shared activities create stronger social bonds than shared possessions. The strategy aligns with long-term happiness research, showing that experiential investments contribute more significantly to life satisfaction than material accumulations. Understanding this principle helps explain why truly affluent individuals often seem more content despite owning fewer trendy items than their middle-class counterparts. Finally, let's analyze the most crucial element that separates authentic confidence from insecurity, masquerading as arrogance in social and professional settings. Elite individuals cultivate what psychologists term quiet confidence, a self-assurance that doesn't require external validation or loud demonstration to others. This confidence manifests through consistent body language, clear communication, and comfortable silence during conversations, creating an aura of competence without arrogance. The behavior stems from genuine self-knowledge and acceptance rather than comparison with others or need for approval from external sources. Confidence coaches working with executive clients report that true self-assurance develops through small daily choices to honor personal values and boundaries consistently. The practice includes speaking clearly without apologizing for opinions, maintaining eye contact during conversations, and occupying space comfortably in both social and professional environments. Most importantly, authentic confidence involves refusing to diminish oneself to make others comfortable, while simultaneously avoiding behaviors that deliberately intimidate or exclude others. This balance creates magnetic personalities that others naturally gravitate toward, as confident individuals make everyone around them feel more secure and valued. The development process requires patience and self-compassion, as genuine confidence builds gradually through repeated experiences of personal integrity and authentic self-expression. These 6 behavioral patterns work together to create the distinctive presence that characterizes truly successful and affluent individuals in our society. The remarkable aspect of these habits lies in their accessibility, as none require significant financial resources or privileged backgrounds to implement effectively. Starting with one area and developing consistency creates momentum that naturally extends into other aspects of personal and professional life. The transformation occurs gradually but systematically, as each behavioral change reinforces the others and creates compounding improvements in social interactions and personal satisfaction. Remember that authenticity remains essential throughout this process, as superficial imitation of elite behavior without genuine commitment to personal growth produces unconvincing results. The goal involves developing your own version of these principles rather than copying someone else's approach, allowing your natural personality to shine through elevated behaviors. These insights represent years of observation and research into what truly distinguishes successful individuals from those who merely appear successful. If these strategies have transformed your perspective on success, don't let this be the last time you access this level of insight. Subscribe now and activate all notifications to join thousands of others who are elevating their lives through these exclusive high society secrets. Your subscription directly supports our ability to bring you more premium content that others charge thousands for. Implementation begins with conscious choice and consistent practice, but the results speak for themselves in terms of improved relationships, increased opportunities, and enhanced personal satisfaction. Your journey toward elevated presence and authentic success starts with the very next interaction you have with another person.